I just want to put on record my appreciation, but also my admiration for the children involved in this protest, but also in the leadership on this crisis issue. I spoke at a meeting last night and I talked about austerity, Brexit, climate change could be the C in ABC today. Austerity, Brexit and the issues that we're facing day in, day out are very real. They're not undermined by the fact that climate change is real either. People's day-to-day struggle, the experiences of everyday life in Bury are of course what we all value. We get up every day, our experiences of life in Bury are either good or bad or indifferent. But there are certain issues in the history of time that matter more than simply what our experiences of everyday life are. And these are intergenerational struggles, whether it be the civil rights movement, whether it be the right to vote and the suffragettes, whether it be now the environmental crisis we're facing in climate change. And it's right that children are leading this effort because they're going to be left with it the longest. What's wrong is that it has taken the point of children to have to bring this to the attention of the powerful for it to be considered as something that we need to address with great urgency. Part of my job 2 years ago, elected to be your Member of Parliament, as I see it, was to help restore people's faith in politics. And what I say to you now is not just children leading this effort, but you all. You determine now what happens next. So yes, it's about the small changes that we can make to our everyday life. And the work that I've led with Laura Chepner and other eco-friends, not just in making Bury a frack-free town, not just in Bury committing to Ramsbottom being a first plastic-free town, but also working with our schools and the children in those schools to instill in them a sense of pride at looking after our planet, looking after each other of course, but looking after our planet. Because generations before us used to think that disposing of rubbish, that your job was done when you put it in the bin. We'd stopped thinking about where it ended up. And there was a moment in time, wasn't there, when we saw on the television David Attenborough's programme and the sea life, the impact on sea life that our obsession with plastic, our reliance on plastic has had on the ecosystem of marine life. Our actions have consequences. As a human race, we have to take responsibility, not just keep taking from Mother Earth, but have responsibility for our actions. Understand that those actions have consequences. Understand that it is in our hands, but it's also our fault if we do nothing. So I want to pay tribute to you all for coming out today. I want to pay tribute to the children that are missing class to be here as well. And I hope that Bury will continue to lead, not just on recycling, not just on plastic free, but on this effort with colleagues and comrades and friends and family from across political persuasions. Well, some political persuasions. Because it's not enough simply to gather here. We need our governments to be doing more than they are. And I'm proud to be part of a Labour Party that moved in Parliament a demand on the government to acknowledge the emergency in the climate debate, the emergency in the climate crisis that we're facing. And if in government, that would be our position as a government. And we need a United Nations waking up to that. We need an American government waking up to the even existence of climate change. I mean, science would be a start, right? So thank you all for being here, in solidarity with you all, and leave no trace when you walk away. Thanks very much.